Welcome back to what is probably quite a fragmented, strange video. The body shop needs bits and pieces from the doors in order to gap them properly, like the latches. So I had hoped that in my box of door bits and pieces that I would have them, and I do have the external parts, but what I don't have is the internal part of the door mechanism. I do have them, but they're for a Series 1 car, and they're a bit cumbersome and annoying. So although I could give them those, they'd have to come out anyway, so I might as well give them the real deal, which are these ones. These are going to be a bit of a pain to dismantle because they're central locking and electric windows. If they're manual window winders and manual locking, it's easy, but this will be a little bit more involved. So we have driver's door, then we have both rear doors. God knows what happened to the original front door. I think it might be in the boot of one of the cars at work, but in that office car park. So we will have to see. I've got spare doors hanging around, so I can probably rob some bits off that. But this will just be me taking things apart. I have found the fuel filler flap and the B and C post covers. These aren't the ones that are going to go on the car, but at least they're useful for the body shop to check gaps and things. So I'm going to get the tools out. Well, I have got the tools out, but I will continue to work with the tools in my hands and do something productive rather than just chatting away. Got the first one out. So that's the Series 2 type solenoid for the central locking. It is irritating because you have to take that central plate out in order to get the thing out, and the door handle has to come off so that you can release the lever which goes in there somewhere. This is going to be a real pain in the butt to stick back together. If I was doing this sensibly, I would take loads of photos, but I'm not doing it sensibly. I'm just doing it in a hurry. This was taking so long that I actually went and booked the courier to collect tomorrow before the end of the day, because I knew I wouldn't get it all out by the end. So I've guessed the size of the parcel and guessed the weight and hope it's about right. But one door done, two more, well, three more to do. Two are there, one to go and find. Typical. I was halfway through stripping that one. I thought, this is stupid, I must have another box somewhere. Fertled around, found another box, and it's full of additional door bits and pieces, which is good, but probably meant that I didn't need to do as much stripping as I needed. So hopefully, oh look, even a bonnet latch in there, which I needed. Hopefully I've got the bits in this one and I don't have to strip too many more doors down. More treasure hunting. Boot latch thing. Boot thing what latches into that. Bonnet edge buffer things. This is for Neil. He needs that for the back of one of his doors. And then more Rover loveliness. Front spoiler trim plugs. Need a couple of them. And there ain't a lot of point me giving some of the other bits to the body shop. They won't need them yet. I'll take them up next week. There was something else in there, I've totally forgotten what it was. Oh yeah, petrol filler flap latch and plugs. Don't need that. I do need, and I can't find, two of the little adjusters that go on the underside of the bonnet on a Series 2 bonnet up there, and then allow you to set the height. So I might have to buy some from Rimmer Brothers. But we're winning. I couldn't find the front near side from a Series 2 car, so that is the Series 1. It'll work. It'll just be looking a bit weird, but no, we're good to go on that. I also want to go and find some door seals, because there's no point having latches if you haven't got a seal for the door to squeeze up against. Some of you who've been watching this channel for a while will have seen the Rover Cave of Wonders. This is, well, a bit of a bomb site at the moment, but bits of Rover everywhere, wings, quarters, seats, you name it. It's in here somewhere. And around here we have a big pile of rubbery bits. So I need to dig through that, work out what seals I've got, and make sure I've got one of each, and then the body shop can actually sort of have a half a decent try at getting the doors gapped up. Cave of Wonders failed to provide, but then I remembered where I'd hidden there's a whole stack of door seals there, so hopefully I can get my set of 4 out of that. Brought the wheels down to have refurbished. That's an original tyre, which would have been nice to keep, but it is definitely goosed. So that's our selection. It is a matching set of 4, and we are at Spit and Polish in Tunbridge, and they've done wheels for me before. They've always come out really good. They actually straighten them, they don't just paint them silver. This is a ZR wheel I've brought down as well, ZR hairpin, which has a buckle in it there, so I need that straightened as well. Gonna see how much that costs. This is where having a dirty grate van really helps, because you can just launch all of this shitty stuff in the back and not worry about it. Changing subject once again, but it's all part of the process. This is the offside rear quarter light glass, and invariably, as careful as I wasn't, I should have been more careful, and I wasn't. I was an idiot really, but there are grindings and bits of crap, or there were, stuck to the glass. So what I've been doing, quite successfully I might add, none of it was bad, none of it was direct hot swarf, you know, so nothing touched then melted into the glass, it just sort of stuck to it. So what I've been doing is just, that's fairy liquid and warm water, tossing it on, and then with a razor blade, a new one, a fresh one, cleaning the glass. And you don't want to do that because you'll the tips will mark the glass where the glass is slightly profiled, and on this glass you don't want to go along that way because the glass curves ever so slightly that way, and again the 2 points will pick up. So I'm just going up and down and trying just to use one side as well. I can't remember which side it was, I think it was that side. So just going up and down very gently. You can feel, it's a bit like clay barring a car, you can feel the resistance and you can hear the clicks and snaps as you go over the bits that are stuck on there. But then the next time you make a pass, I'll try and show you this. Right, you won't be able to hear it, but basically I haven't done that bit yet. Did you see the blade jump as it hit spots? So it hit one there. So you basically do that. Already I can feel there's nothing there now. Now when I do that, nice and smooth, no more nasty shit stuck to the glass. So I'm doing that for both rear quarter light windows. I think the door glasses are all really good anyway. It was just when I was working in that car park at night and I had the quarter lights in and I was grinding without a care in the world because the finished product seemed so far away and I wasn't really worried about fine detail stuff, whereas now the glass is going back in the car, so it has to look nice. This seal I wasn't intending to originally use because you can still buy new ones for about 30 quid a pop. It sounds like a lot, but for the sakes of new rubber and reduced leakage, it was worth doing. But this one, I have to say, came out lovely. It's really subtle still, supple I think you call it. So that one just wants the glass taking out, cleaning off, get all the old sealer out, new sealer, glass back in, go in the car. There's a bit up here wants cleaning off rust, which I can do with a wire wheel. But other than that, it's really good. Even that bit in there, that's usually rotten and expanded and blown apart. It's perfect. The other benefit of doing that is I don't need to take the trim off. That again, just wants a clean, there's no chips or dents. Bit of tar on it, but yeah, really good seal. So that saved me some money.